Hello dear students, I am Chandravanshi Mayuri Jayaprakash, working as Assistant Professor in Shivlingeshwar College of Pharmacy, Almala. Today here to present the topic Local Anesthetic Agent. This presentation includes following contents: Introduction, Characteristics of local anesthetics, classification, techniques of administration and clinical uses of local anesthetics, pharmacokinetics of local anesthetics, and last one is the references. First of all, we will discuss what is meant by local anesthetics. These are the drugs which reversibly prevents the transmission of nerve impulses in the region to which it is applied without affecting consciousness. In some painful situation, to relieve that pain, local anesthetics are mostly used. It does not show any structural damage to the neurons. It can be administered by injecting, continuous infusion, or topical applications. Through the topical application, it can be given through the gel, creams, and ointments. Next one is the characteristics of local anesthetics. Rapid onset of action, brief reversible block of nerve conduction, low degree of systemic activity, soluble in water and stable in solution, effective in all parts of nervous systems, all types of nerve fibers and muscle fibers. Some ideal properties of local anesthetics are not irritating to the tissue, not permanent alterations of nerve structure, systemic toxicity should be low, and effective whether injected and it can be applied. It should be stable into the solution from as it is administered. It should not causes any allergic conditions to that particular patient. It should be sterile and capable being sterilized. Next one is the classification of local anesthetic. Local anesthetics are basically classified on the two types. First one, it is to be based on the chemical structure, and second one, it is to be based on the potency and duration of actions. First of all, based on the chemical structure, these are classified into the three types. First one is the ester local anesthetics. Examples of ester local anesthetics are procaine, chloroprocaine, benzocaine, and cocaine. Second one is the amide local anesthetics. Example of amide local anesthetics are lignocaine, bupivacaine, mepivacaine, etidocaine, and ropivacaine. Third one is the ether or ketone local anesthetics, and examples of this category is the pramoxine and dicyclonine. Second class is based on the potency and duration of action. These are classified into the three parts. First one is the low potency and short durations. Example of low potency and short duration are the procaine and chloroprocaine. Second one is the immediate potency and medium duration. Example is the mepivacaine, lidocaine, and pilocaine. Third one is the high potency and long acting. Examples is the bupivacaine, etidocaine, and tetracaine. Next one is the techniques of administrations and clinical uses of local anesthesia. Topical anesthesia. It can be administered through the solution, ointments, creams, and powder. These are used to anesthetize the coronal surface, mucosa, mouth, nose, pharynx, larynx, trachea, and urethra are easily anesthetized. Reduces the discomfort of endoscopic procedure. It will also reduces the pain and itching of hemorrhoids. Second one is the infiltration anesthesia. and it can be administered by injecting the agent through the area to be rendered insensitive. It can be used in minor surgery or the operations. Next one is the block anesthesia. The block anesthesia are of two types. First one is the field block and second one is the nerve block. Field block is applied to the scalp and anterior abdominal, while nerve blocks are used in which local anesthetics is deposited close to the mixed nerve, and the both can be used in surgery and operations. Next one is the spinal anesthesia. Spinal anesthesia is also called as the spinal block, subarachnoid blocks, and they can be applied by injecting the local anesthetics into the subarachnoid space and cerebrospinal fluid, that is the CSF. They can be used for providing anesthesia in surgeries involving lower extremities and surgeries below the umbilicals. Next one is the epidermal anesthesia administrations. They can be administered or injected into the epidural space around the spinal cord. So it is called as the epidural anesthesia or epidural administrations because it can be administered into the epidural space, which is to be near to or around to the spinal cords. It is used for administering the local anesthetics, diagnostic agents, therapeutic and chemical substances. Hysterectomies and various deliveries, it can be used. Next one is the causal anesthesia. It can be administered through sacral hiatus to deliver the medication into the epidural space. Surgical anesthesia and anesthesia in the pediatric patients. It is mostly used into the pediatric patients. It can manage the chronic pain conditions into the patients. Next one is the pharmacokinetics of local anesthetics. Pharmacokinetics, as we know, pharmacokinetics is the study of ADME, that is the absorption, metabolism, distribution and excretion of the drug. So, the drugs of local anesthetics, we study the absorption, metabolism and distribution and excretion of the drugs. First one is the absorption. They are administered to the area around the nerves to be blocked, which includes skin, subcutaneous tissue, intrathecals and subdural space. It can be administered into the systemic circulation, will depend on vascularity of the area to which drug has been applied. Some local anesthetics have vasodilatory effects at a low concentration and increases systemic absorption, while some drugs like cocaine has vasoconstrictive effect. Next one is the distribution. As we know, distribution is the transfer of the drugs from one tissue to the another one, or it's a distribution of the drugs to the various organs, tissues. Distribution of the drug is influenced by the degree of tissues and plasma protein drug binding of the drugs. The more protein bound the agents, the longer the duration of actions. If the drug is bound to the more proteins, then it will show the longer duration of action. As a free drug is more slowly made available for the metabolism. Next one is the metabolism and excretion of the drugs. Esters and amide anesthetics are differ in their metabolisms. Esters are broken down rapidly by plasmaesterides to inactive compound and have short half-life. Cocaine hydrolyzed in liver, esters metabolized and excreted through the kidney. Amides are metabolized hepatically by amidates This is the slower process, hence their half-life is longer. The metabolism of most esters result in production of PABA, that is the para-amino-benzoic acid, which is associated with the allergic reactions. Amide, in contrast, very rarely causes the allergic phenomenon. For these reasons, amides are more commonly used than the esters. So, this is the pharmacokinetic study of the local anesthetics, and last one is the references. These are the references which is used for preparing that presentations. Thank you so much.